Hello friends and welcome to Chatterfax Games. According to the game, it is 1:50 a.m. I also don't have the greatest Wi-Fi connection, but let's keep going. Alright, so when I left off, I had just discovered the cam girl's real name, which was Maxine, or Max. So I put in Max as a search term, and got a bunch of new videos. So it is intriguing. I feel like that previous video about Rumpelstiltskin that ended with him telling his daughter there are no real good guys, I feel like that's where we're going on this game, because we know that he's going to wind up confronting her. She's going to try blackmailing him. He's going to wind up confronting her. He's going to wind up getting arrested. So honestly, the one I want to see here is this one, which is November 2018, which is later than any other pre-event. Yeah, so let's see what this is.
My guy, I found your Max. He said that she showed up in a police report. The next day, that report disappeared. I know. Yeah. I've got a wife, David. Yeah, I've got a daughter.
Oh, I need to remember to scroll back to the beginning. I don't know who this guy is. So one thing we know about Max is in the beginning she has a French accent, and then she doesn't. So she was faking the French accent.
Miller, the package you mentioned. Yeah, I've got to ask, what are you going to do with this? I know that you're cool, and I know that you pay and that you're reliable, but I do not want the heat blown back on me if this thing goes wrong. It better not. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Sure, I trust you. I trust you, David. I trust you. My guy, I found your Max. He said that she showed up in a police report. The next day, that report disappeared. I know. Yeah. I've got a wife, David. Yeah, I've got a daughter.
Okay, so 11:07:18. I'm curious about David's side of that conversation. Let's go back to near the beginning. So this is November 2017.
Here says Max. That was my first boyfriend. The criminal, he did the tattoo himself. It hurt a lot. He did not need his name on me. You do not trust me. Are you going to be one of my regulars? No. You just turn up, tip big. Bye.
Again, I need to go back to the beginning. I keep forgetting. So, I think it's clear that Max may be more than just a cam girl, because She disappeared out of the police report after she shot a federal agent. And she's faking her accent. She's in that one video we saw of her last time. She thought it was hilarious. He thought her family was from France. So clearly we can't trust a lot of what she says here. Here she just lied about her name. She's claiming Max is her criminal ex-boyfriend. There needs to be a faster way to spool through these. So I wonder, I'm trying to figure out the relationship between Max and David, because in the one sense, it seems like David just needs someone to vent to because he's always calling in, or he's always logging in just to talk to her. He can't, talk to Ava, and he can't talk to his wife about this whole undercover job.
I was hoping you would come by. You like it? I'm wearing it all week. My regulars dig the vampire thing. Vampire stories are a way to make rape fantasies more palatable, which works both ways. No, I'm the victim. One of the vampire wives. It's human nature. What? You don't want to take a bite? As government agents? Davy, do you mind if I call you Davy? Okay, well now they do. So Davy, you are the least horny law enforcement agent guy I have ever come for. Cops are normally the most twisted. Well, I can tell I am good at my job. What? Questions again. You first. Tell me, how did you end up in such an exciting job? Okay, sure, but it's deeper with you. You are no ordinary cop. What was the moment when you decided you want this? I bet you were young. Okay. Tell me.
I need to see the other side of this conversation because there's probably a lot of good info here. And that's the challenge in this game, is finding the other side of these conversations.
And you wanted to be this guy? Yeah. What? No, it was? You are good. Oh. Well, I come from France, as you know, from Paris. My father was a judge, a powerful man. And when I was in school, I was sleeping with a guy who was a criminal. This upset my family. They were worried about a scandal. So my father sent me to America to study. And this is where I met my husband. He worked in a bank, he made a lot of money. But he treated me badly. And so I told authorities about his insider trading. I divorced him while he was in prison. But now I had no money and I had no education, so it's a man's world, Davy. But doing this, I get paid for it. And I can make men disappear like this with a button, which is quite something. Not all the guys are like you, Davy. Yeah, I cross my heart. Oh, look. Here says Max. That was my first boyfriend. The criminal, he did the tattoo himself. It hurt a lot. He did not need his name on me. You do not trust me. Are you going to be one of my regulars? No. You just turn up, tip big. Bye.
All right. Yeah, so I definitely want to find the other side of that conversation. I'm thinking, I don't know if there's a limit to how many things I can bookmark, but I'm thinking if I bookmarked literally everything, then at least the bookmarks can be sorted by date, so then I can see them matched against each other. So, we might try doing that. This is Max again.
That one.
Seven-minute video. Gotta scroll back. She's talking on the phone and the cam. So I'm curious how the time in the game advances. Is it real time, or is it based on the number of minutes of video you watch, or just the number of videos you watch? I can see any of those being gameplay ways of showing your progress. Like if it's based on the minutes of videos you watch, or real time, maybe you need to find the answers within a certain time limit.
Where are you? This is your way of making sure we don't do anything sexy. You are a talker. You know, for a few extra dollars, we can talk on the phone. It's much more intimate. Hmm? Okay. Okay, put your number in. This is nice. It's like we are real boyfriend and girlfriend. And when I breathe into here, does it make the hair on the back of your neck stand up? And other parts, of course. Only with my favorites. Now that we have this more intimate connection, we should make use of it. Why don't you tell me something you've never told anyone else? Something bad. Hmm? Come on. Come on. Shock me. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so I really do need to find David's sides of these conversations.
Right or wrong, you are the guy holding the gun. Well, I've never killed anyone. How about the time I lose my virginity? Hmm? It was summer. I was working in the courthouse to help my father out. He was a judge and kept everyone in order. It was a very hot summer in Paris, and everyone was a little crazy. I was wearing the perfume of my mother, which my father said was inappropriate for the daytime. And that was when I met Max. I was attracted to him. He had thick wrists, strong hands, with scars he said he got from knife fights. There was a cop trying to blackmail him. Max suggested I proposition the officer, so I did. I took him to a room and let him have me. He used his necktie to tie my hands. He smelled of cigarettes and cheap aftershave. And he fucked me like he was hungry for it. Max he done with the camera. He waited till the cop was finished, and then he jumped out. He threatened to show the video to my father, and the cop stopped making trouble. And as a thank you, he let me keep the necktie. I've never told this story to anyone before.
She's probably lying again. Because it's about her family in France, but we know she's not actually from France.
You better drink. You look thirsty.
But I wonder if there's an element of truth to some of these stories she's telling. Alright. Just gonna, like I said, bookmark everything.
You want anything to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Gonna make myself a nightcap. All work and no play makes Karen a dog girl.
Alright, so 2 o'clock. I'm curious, so if I click on this video, which is a minute long, and I come back, will it be 2:04?
Yeah, you're looking pretty as always, Harry.
Harry.
I need you to track a girl down for me. Yeah? Okay, nobody's gonna get hurt, Harry. Okay? Okay, I mean, do I look like the kind of asshole who's gonna hurt a woman? No. Okay, she lives in Cleveland, Ohio, and I have a photo that I'm gonna send you via Signal. I think her name is Max, but what I need is an address. Can you do that? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Harry? Hey, Harry? Hey. Hey, Harry? Harry, just make sure no flags raised, okay?
So this is late in the game because David is shaved. Oh, that advanced time 3 minutes. So yeah, I think it probably time is based on the number of videos watched, so that's kind of a way of tracking progress through the game. So Max is from Cleveland, Ohio. This guy has to be Harry, right? Okay, Max's last name is said here.
I need you to delete the files, Max. Okay? It's Maxine Williams, right?
Williams.
Your parents know what you do? Accent lives?
Okay, so I've seen that one before.
I need you to delete it.
Let's just bookmark the video. Yep. Bookmark this one.
My guy?
Alright, so he said something about Miller. And I wanted to chase that down. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Let's go back to... So 117018 was the one. Yeah, so I don't have the other side of that conversation. So...
Go to hell, David Miller.
David Miller, so we've been working under David Jones. But is his actual name David Miller? Let's see this full conversation. So David Jones is his cover, David Miller is his actual name? Or David Miller is his cover with this guy.
Hey, David. Yeah, I almost didn't recognize you with the beard. Well, it looks good on you. I stopped using this account for business a little while ago. I don't use it to chat with my kids and my hookups, so you were in very privileged company here. For one of your friends? Well, that's good. Yeah, I like your movie money. It smells so clean, you know? What do you need? Sure. Yeah. I can help you out with that. When do you need it? Tomorrow? Wow. No, man. I mean, that's just really short notice. It's just no. It's just I gotta pull it together. It's gonna be like 50 per. No. No. Okay? David, I'm not. Look, you know I'm not. I can see what I can do, but I mean, come on, can we just at least call it 45? Like, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's good. No. Oh, okay. 1 o'clock. All right, I'll be there. Or something nice? This doesn't look good to you? Go to hell, David Miller.
Okay, let's, before leaving, bookmark. But I wonder if looking for 50... Yeah, this is the other side. Perfect.
50?
So this is the other side of that conversation.
Well, hello, Harry. Long time. Yeah, well, I've been away on a desert island for the last month, went native, so... Thank you. Wow. Well, just don't pull your cock out on me, okay, Harry? So listen, I need goodies. Yeah, well, it's for a big rap party. I know you do. It's gonna be quite the party, so I'm looking at about half a pound of candy, half a pound of Diet Coke. Good. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. We're going out of town, so I need it by then. You look worried, Harry. You're starting to worry me. $50? So did you, wait, you're not hiking your prices up on me though, right? Wait, look me in the eye? Look me in the eye? You hiking your prices up on me? Yeah. No, look, hey man, it's not even about the price. I don't care about the price. I care about whether or not I can trust you or not. Okay? Because I'd be happy to pay 50. Let me just let that be known. You got it. Now here's the deal, okay? You're gonna meet me tomorrow at our favorite restaurant. Okay, it's gonna be 1 o'clock. My treat. Good. Wear something nice. Take that thing off, okay? Yeah.
So I thought this guy was just getting him info on people, but drugs as well? Unless that's code for something else. Let's make sure that's bookmarked. Alright, so those two. So that's in February of 2018. What was this video?
Red Lord 55.
Yeah.
There is talking.
So, yep. This is one of the ones where I started to... This is the one where I noticed her tattoo. So that's bookmarked now. I kind of went on a tangent here, but just let me watch this one. 50 is a random word, but let's go for it. I don't... Okay, this is early on. He's unpacking his apartment. But is he talking to Ava or his wife?
Well. Yeah. Me too. I do. Show me.
He's probably talking
I can
to
see
his
that.
daughter.
Oh, I have books too, because guess what I did? I unpacked. Check out the unpacking job. Look at that. Look at all the unpacking that happened. See that? Seriously? Okay. Let's do it. So, top book on the pile, and open to a random page. Alright. Let's see. Right. Here we go. They brought us parrots and cotton thread and bartered them for glass beads and little bells. They do not bear weapons, nor do they know them, for I showed them swords, and they took them by the edge and cut themselves through ignorance. They have no metal at all. Their spears are wooden with a fish's tooth at the end, and their bodies are well made with handsome faces. They are the color of the people of the Canaries, neither black nor white. They would be good servants. With 50 men, you could keep them all subjugated and make them do whatever you like. True history of America. Yeah, well, you know, I'm still making my way through that one, so sorry. All right. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. You said take the top book off the pile. What's wrong with that one? Why not? You write and you sing. I mean, that's impressive.
Okay, he's talking to Ava.
Wait, I thought you said you didn't like to sing in front of people. Why wouldn't you tell me that you're in a rock band? I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay. Oh. Damn, Hollywood was intense back then, huh? You know, I've played this game before, but the rules were like whatever passage you read meant how good you were in bed or something. Ah, oh, I see. Yeah, I'm also, you know, I don't know, rebooting, you know, and I'm not in any hurry to do or say whatever, you know. It's unfortunate that I ran into you, you know, the first week I got here, because I'm still finding my feet. I mean, I'm glad that I did. Good night.
That's 9/14/17. these are the same day, different times. So he was talking to Max very shortly after this, unless there's a time difference, time zone change to account for. Fascinating. So that's all of these. Do I want to pursue the other side of that conversation, or do I want to go back to... let's go back to Miller.
And she was the daughter of a miller.
Oh, that's the Rumpelstiltskin one. Yep. Alright, that's the Rumpelstiltskin story. Alright, let's, see,
Mr. Miller, it's been a while. Mr. Miller, it's been a while. You look good. What can I do for you? I know people, but I'm not in the business of seeing women get hurt. You know that, right?
bingo.
Of course. No, man. No, you do not. No. Okay. Yeah. A guy I know, right? He's totally off the grid. He started out hacking the Facebook pages of his teachers in high school. He's graduated to bigger and better. He has a secret door. Listen to me. He has a secret door into the DMV database. I'm just telling you. He's the guy. No flags.
All right. Got an achievement for all the bookmarks I've been putting in. So I do have the other side of that conversation. Which, hang on. So this is on 7/19/2018.
But what I need is an address. Can you do that? Yeah, you're looking pretty as always, Harry. I need you to track a girl down for me.
Yeah, this is the other side of that conversation.
Yeah?
So,
Okay, nobody's gonna get hurt, Harry. Okay? Okay, I mean, do I look like the kind of asshole who's gonna hurt a woman?
but from this we know Max is in Cleveland. So, oh, there's a cat involved in this apartment too. Oh. Alright, let's go back. (11/22/18). I don't think I've seen anything that far on. Alright, because this one, after filing the police report, Max completely disappeared. So, something suspicious is going on with her.
Miller.
Hi. This is David Smith, or
Miller or Jones or however you know me.
I'm about to do something, and I need it to be clear why and what I'm doing. The Prosperant Pipeline is a bad thing. And like a lot of bad things, government and corporations have let them happen. I mean, we've all let them happen. And strong men like me have let them happen. And I've done a lot of bad things. And I'm going to do something right now.
he's limping. That was odd. Yeah, he's limping.
Emma. You deserve a partner who's strong and good and real. And Ava, you are and you will always be something special.
Oh, he's limping because he got shot. Okay, yep. Duh.
I'm gonna run a marathon now, Maxine. Not that that matters. I wanna dedicate this act to my children, Alba and Star. I only wish that the two of you grow up to find a world that's a little bit better than the one I'm leaving.
So is this... No. Yeah, so he's finishing the job he planned with Greenstorm. He's gonna blow up the bridge, probably himself with it.
Water is life.
Well, that seems to have... Oh, no. Alright,
Miller, Jones, or...
Water is life. Bookmarks. Let's... This will be... Confession... Manifesto. Okay, water is life. That seemed important. Okay, these are all tagged and bookmarked. Emma has to be his wife, but I'll come back to that.
Water.
This is with Ava. Oh, this is at the Silver Ridge
Hi,
campground.
everybody. This is Ava and David. We're here at the Silver Ridge camp protesting Prosper and Sovereign Pipeline.
On Thanksgiving, families across America come together to celebrate and to give thanks for food and family. But this holiday also erases the genocide in our history, the theft of the land and its resources that was the foundation of America.
This theft continues today. The government acts in favor of corporations and allows them to brutalize the land, water, and people. All for what? To sell more fossil fuels? for corporate profits. This pipeline will pollute the water and bring illness and death.
So we encourage all of you to protest peacefully to block further pipeline development and to protect the land for future generations. Water is life. Say no to the sovereign pipeline. Whoa, whoa.
I wonder if that was intentional or if that's actually a blooper that got left in. Either way, it was a cute moment.
Water.
Water.
All of this seems like it's building on kind of the outrage around the actual pipeline being built through the Midwest a few years back. So we get to see Ava actually singing.
Here we go!
This song is dedicated to David, who always makes me feel special. Give me danger, little stranger, and I'll give you a piece. Give me danger, little stranger. The fight is not over. Water is life.
So there were some things in the graffiti. I wonder if they were worth searching for. Let's not forget to bookmark. And the reason I'm doing that is it's putting all these videos into order in my bookmarks by date.
Okay, because water is life. Hey friends, David Jones here. Been off the grid for a little while. Honestly, I was running, and I guess I thought by running it would mean that the people I love would stay safe, you know? Selfishly, I guess I thought it would mean that I'd stay safe. But, you know, if there's one thing I've learned from being on the road is that you can't run from what you believe in, okay? Because when you run, you know, you lose it all. Running's dangerous. But I'm back, okay? And I'm ready for action, and I am taking on Prosperin. And I'm not gonna stop as long as I live, okay? Because water is life. All right, hit me up, A Squared friends.
Okay, so that A squared has come up a few times, and I haven't looked at that yet.
Okay, because
All right. Yep. We're at 3 a.m. now. I wonder if we're gonna get a nice little walkthrough of the other guy. No, I wanted to go to history. Back to Miller. Did I get all of those videos? I did. The cat noises in this apartment. So I want to search for A squared. There was some graffiti in there. I wanted to know if that was relevant. The graffiti in that song on the background, not graffiti, but part of the poster, Toys with Attitude and Blunt Blades. Let's see if that actually pulls up anything. Nope. I'm looking for clues where there aren't any. Okay. So let's try A squared. Okay, I've seen this one. I didn't bookmark it. What was this one?
Drink when they're back here in A squared. Snow. Snow White sang. Prince Charming met the dwarves, Doc, Sleepy, and Dopey, and we're all gonna get a drink when they're back here in A squared.
I'm not sure what A squared actually is.
You know?
Oh, they're in Ann Arbor. A squared. Yep, got it.
Hey. Yeah? Yeah, me too. I can't take credit for it. No, I like getting to know you.
So talking to Ava, probably.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is early on.
Okay. Well, down to just hang out, you know. I'm the new best friend in A squared, and I'm not a dick. I mean, I'll never hear fever the same way though. But no, I meant it. It was special. Open that bad boy up and read it out loud to me. In bed. Oh, nice. Cool. The personal touch. See? This is why I shop local. Now I'll pop in. Don't worry.
Yeah, so almost certainly talking to Ava there. Alright, so A squared, it took me way too long to figure out that's Ann Arbor. Yeah, that was early on. Fever. I almost wanted to say this was the other side of that, but I guess, no, this was the night before, 12:03 a.m. So this is another song by Ava, which I'm not complaining about.
It's me. No. I was closing my eyes and getting ready to fall asleep and thinking, dreaming about doing things, and I thought, since we're both in bed, David, I feel like tonight we had some moments, you know, and I know this is all a bit muddled and there's a lot of blood rushing to my head, but I'm attracted to you. Just promise me you won't laugh, okay? No, stay and be with me. It's nice to have you here. Watch me sleep. Good night, David. It's still there? Shh. It's just nice to know that someone's there.
All right. So that's what he was talking about fever. Yeah, there's the other side of that. I'm not sure how much of this will be worth watching.
Just can't stay away again.
Gonna make sure I get that bookmark in.
Well, this is a futon, not a bed, but yeah. Yeah, man. I'm attracted to you too. I like where this is going. I promise. You give me love.
Yeah, I'm going to scroll ahead a bit. There was a bit of conversation at the end of this. If I see any subtitles, I'll stop and see what he's saying.
You're special. You gonna go to sleep now? I'll leave. Okay, I'll stay. Still here. You want a lullaby?
Yep. Alright. So that's what I got from Fever. Alright, so those two are the same sides of that conversation. I don't have the other side of this one yet. But this was the beginning of his courtship with Ava. So before I forget, I want to search for his wife. Emma. Yep, here we go. So September, November, yeah, these are all pretty early on.
You don't know
Wait, what?
Emma like I do. She's
Oh.
not as tough as she thinks she is. You are such a good husband. You need to be here. Your daughter needs to feel like a part of a family.
Okay, Mama, could you go check on Alba in the bathroom, please?
Sure. Bye, David.
God. No, you're not. And she's right. That's what's so infuriating. I got this. It's fine. You go catch some bad guys.
I didn't catch the beginning of that.
Hey. I am pissed. You still in bed? Well, Mama's here. She brought 2 suitcases, and she says she's here to help out. I didn't let her do anything. I told her she could visit, and she took that as an invitation to move in. You know that's not the way it works. You can't say no to Mama. God, with her here, I just feel so... everything feels off. Like I'm not in control. Look, I'm running the household by myself. My husband is essentially non-existent. I mean, this doesn't count. This isn't a real relationship. And I know that this is just the way it has to be, but God, with Mama here, I feel like I'm a teenager again. God, David, you're not even listening. Mama, Jesus, knock.
Is that David?
No, I'm having a private conversation.
Let me talk to him. Hi, David. Look what they did to your handsome face. You look like Daniel did in the 70s. I do worry, David. While you're off growing your hair and saving the world, your wife here is raising her daughter all on her own and holding down a job. It's a lot to ask, David. You don't know Emma like I do. She's not as tough as she thinks she is. You are such a good husband. You need to be here. Your daughter needs to feel like a part of a family.
Okay, Mama, could you go check on Alba in the bathroom, please?
Sure. Bye, David.
God.
Alright, and I've seen the rest of that.
You got nothing.
Here's where he's looking beat up again.
Just some cuts and bruises. That's it. Yeah, it is. It wasn't one of the group. It was a police officer. No, it's not like that. Look, it's a protest. Things got heated, and I'm fine. So.
This is the camp protest, and he got beat up at it.
Sorry. You got nothing to feel guilty about, Emma. Jesus. Yeah, and I don't think you're picking up on how bad it's gotten. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't have left them alone.
Keep fighting. Love you.
Jesus, you're a fucking cat. Let's get you out of the way.
It opened solitaire. In one of my false starts on this game, which I talked about in the first video, I did play a full game of solitaire. And it became very aggravating because there is one king short, so you can't actually finish a game. But it opened up, so let's just play solitaire. Cat wants me to play solitaire. I'm sure this is what everyone watches video games on YouTube for, the exciting solitaire action. I'm not going to put the 3 up because I need a red 2. If I find one. Like that. Oh. Got got an achievement for that, for making it to 3 AM, which triggered that cat cutscene, I assume. Need some red aces. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, that was fun. Alright, this has not been bookmarked. Oh.
You got nothing.
Alright, so I'm curious if I can find the other side of this by putting in... You can see what the cat typed in. I wonder what happens if I just search for that. I wonder if that's an Easter egg. Nope. Animal logic, cats can't type. Perfect. Alright, Alright, so I was wondering if I could find the other side of this conversation by looking for guilty, because he said you have nothing to feel guilty about. Yep, so this is the same conversation, they're in different time zones. So, bit of an argument. Yep, I feel still guilty.
Oh, Christ, you look worse than you said. David, take the weekend off. Come home. We could have a barbecue. You said this job was safe. What did you do? A man died in my arms at work today. Yeah. Me too. It was a shooting. 2 guys arguing, one pulls a pistol. He was stage 4 hypovolemic shock when they brought him in, but, he looked at me, just locked eyes with me, just right as he died. I felt so guilty. Jesus, David, people die just like that. Mama's getting worse. She was giving Alba a bath last night while I worked late, and when I walked in, she was watching TV in the living room. She'd forgotten about Alba.
Her mom has dementia.
Alba was okay, and she was in the bathtub playing with her toys. The water was cold, and she was a prune, but I don't think she picked up on how bad it was. No, I am. I get it. David, there's things about my mom I can't ignore anymore. And when she walked in the bathroom and realized what she'd done, she just started crying. Then Alba started crying. It was, it was a lot. Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have left us alone. Are we having a fight? We never fight. Because you always give me that look you're giving me now, and I know better than to open my mouth. No.
So that was the 2 sides of that conversation. Let's go back to Emma.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Where's Alba? Oh, you do, huh? Oh, I'm coming with you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, ready or not, here I come. Yeah, where is she? I know she's out there somewhere, because no one can hide from David Smith for long.
Yep, so Smith is his actual name.
Hello, you out there? Let's see, is she... Oh, I bet you she's behind this tree. Yep, I bet you she's right here. Oh, no. Oh, but wait, look, a trail. Ooh, a trail. Yeah, look, let's follow this trail. Down this. Oh, I see little footprints. Yep, we're gonna follow this trail
It leads around this tree and gotcha! That's right. You are? You are? Oh, good. Whoa. Good. I'm glad you're eating, my love. Good. Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? You know what we could play? How about a game of Sleepy Lions? Hmm? You want to play some Sleepy Lions? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're gonna have to just try a little bit harder. And you know, sometimes pretending to do something's easier than doing it for real. Okay? Come on, lie down. I'll judge. Yes, lie down and I'll judge you. Go on. Sleepy Lion starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Oh, let's get a look at this. Let me look at this lion. Is she moving? No, that lion's not moving. Oh, everyone's looking very sleepy. Hey. Oh, let's take a look. All the lions are looking very sleepy. Yep. Oh, wait a minute though. Did I just see? Yeah, I think I just saw the older lion move. Did I just see them? Oh, no, gotcha, you peeked. Yeah, that's right, I tricked you to tell you catch the bad guys. What do you know? Please, whose side are you on? Yes. Oh, chicken? Okay, I'll eat some chicken. Let me have some of that chicken. Give me that chicken. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, delicious chicken. Oh, okay, corn too. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I love corn, especially with butter. Mmm, yum, 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 yum. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Emma, can I talk to you for just a second? Alone? Yeah? Hey, look, I got bad news. Okay, I can't make Thanksgiving. I know you did, hon. I know. No, we're showing solidarity with protesters, and you know these kids, they're not the kind to want to hang out with their families on the holidays. If it's any consolation, I'm gonna be eating tofu instead of turkey, okay? Hey, Emma, don't...
All right.
Hey, Emma.
So Sleepy Lions will be the other side of that video. Perfect. Let's see what this is about.
Hey. Where is Alba? You know, I guess she must be hiding. We're gonna have to go find her. Yeah, okay, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Where is she? Oh. Oh, yeah, maybe she's behind this tree. Oh, no. What? Oh, a trail. Oh, follow this trail. Oh.
I knew you'd find me. You're a special agent. We're having a lunch. A picnic lunch. I chicken, and we had pie too. I'm stuffed. Can Mima play hide and seek now?
Oh no, sweetheart, Mima's sleeping. Oh.
But Mima's sleeping for real. That's not fair. She always sleeps when she's had wine. You sure?
Okay. Okay, close your eyes. Sleeping lions. So sleepy. So sleepy. Oh! Ah!
You tricked me.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's called entrapment.
Dada, try some chicken.
Okay.
And some corn.
Oh, and some corn. Okay.
Mama, more wine?
Oh, no, thanks. Sweetheart, Mama's driving later. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh, Christ. I got my shift off. Mama's planning on cooking a 30-pound turkey in honor of your presence. What, the terrorists don't get the holiday off? Yeah, no shit. Oh, well, I hope you choke on it.
Yep. Oh, let me throw a bookmark on that. All right, history. Did I cover everything with Emma yet? No, I've got 2 more. Yep, so this would be Thanksgiving or just around Thanksgiving.
Emma.
Hi there. So how's it going? You know, it's not the worst tofu I've had actually in the last few days.
So this is Thanksgiving. Before I forget.
Yeah, I see 4 place settings too. Oh, nice. Sorry I ruined Thanksgiving. Emma. Emma, we have rules. Emma, stop.
Hey, babe. Hi, happy Thanksgiving.
What? What do you mean you hate pumpkin pie? Well, that's great, because that just means there's gonna be more pumpkin pie for me. You have? Wow. Well, guess what? I'll give you $5 too. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world, kid. Yeah. What? No, Alba, that was very naughty. You don't do that to people when they're asleep. Alba? Hi. No, hello, it's David. No, I'm at work, remember? I'm sure Emma told you I'm gonna be home in a few weeks for a short visit, though. Well, that's because my work doesn't look like normal work. No. It's David. Happy Thanksgiving.
I think pumpkin pie is going to get me the other side of that video. Yep.
What else we've got? Hey. Great. Really great. How's your tofu? Well, we have lots of turkey left over. Can put some in a box for you for when you make it home, whenever that might be. We've got mashed potatoes. We've got tons of pumpkin pie, but sorry, no more wine. We drank that. Yeah, I had a girl from work come by. She didn't have anyone. She loves cranberry sauce. Julie, the redhead. Ruined. Don't be dramatic. You know, Thanksgiving's something we really just do for Alba's benefit anyway. And all she really wants is her dada, so. Maybe Mike could send over another agent to take your place? You know, that could work for me too. You know, there's only so much you can do over the phone. Are agents allowed to screw on assignment? Yeah, sure. Oh, like, only fire your weapon if you intend to kill. Pew. Gotta love a clean shooting. Alba wants to talk to you. I'm for what turkey?
Dada! I hate pumpkin pie.
There's something wrong with this child if they hate pumpkin pie.
I've been practicing for my recital. Mama says she will give me $5 if I sing. You going to be there? Daddy, watch this.
No. Sweetie? Daniel, what are you doing there? I thought you were at home. Did you step out? You don't look like you're at work. Christ, I'm so tired. I fell asleep waiting for you to come home. 2 drinks, and I'm out like a light. Happy Thanksgiving, honey. Wake me when you get in, okay?
So she thought David was her husband. Okay, let's bookmark that. Let's again go back to Emma.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay, nice. How's she feeling? Yay.
It's cold, but it's inside, so I'm curious about that.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Sorry, it's my daughter. Sorry.
Okay, babe, knock him dead. Up above the world so high. Come on, honey. Up above the world so high. Yeah? Come on, honey. Like a... No, come on, honey. Like a diamond. Like a diamond. Shh. Okay. Hey, Emma. Can I talk to her? Emma. Let me talk.
Okay, so... Recital didn't go well. That's everything from Emma. Yep, here we go.
Alba will be playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star by Mozart.
So he did miss the recital.
Hey, the intermission's over. Alba's up after this. Yeah. Oh, look, here's your seat. Oh, she's nervous, but she knows the music. Oh, look, here they go. Here they come.
So Emma's getting more and more passive aggressive about him not being gone, but who could blame her?
Recital. I hope you're refreshed. Please remember to keep your cell phones off or silent for the duration and no flash photography. First up, we have Emily Davis from Class 3B. She will be playing the Garland Waltz by Tchaikovsky.
There's Alba looking out for her turn. So, now we're just watching a school recital.
Thanks, Emily. Next up, we have Alba Smith from 2B. Alba will be playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star by Mozart. Oh. This is from back in August.
How you feeling? You know, it makes me cringe when you try and talk about music. Besides, you're off the clock now anyway. So you...
Sorry, I just wanted to bookmark this.
just watch. My name is Isabella. I am a very rich and extremely horny woman. I hire young men and then I hold them captive and I hypnotize them. Yes, I'm a mind vampire. That's how I made all my money. Now, you are... No, you are Alex. You are a business competitor of mine. I lured you to my castle, and now I'm going to have my way with you. Alex, are you sorry that you tried to mount an aggressive takeover of my business? Just terrible things. I'm gonna use you for my pleasure, and you only come when I say so. Now, take off your shirt. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Now your pants. Oh, slowly, slowly. Oh. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Come here. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Hey, we're gonna have to take a rain check.
Is that Daddy?
Yeah.
Dad!
Oh, hi. What do you say? You want me to put you to bed?
What? Can I sleep in bed with you?
Yeah, okay. All right, come on, sweetheart. Under these covers. All right, I'm just gonna go put my PJs on. Here we go. There you go.
I had a nightmare about the tooth fairy. She was big and looked like Mima's cat, the bitey one.
Here I come. Right, say goodnight to Daddy.
Daddy can sleep with us, can't he?
Alright. Close your eyes. There you go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
So we're seeing this parallel between his actual life and kid and him starting this new relationship with Ava that's obviously destroying his life, but he's doing it to infiltrate this this environmental group. Thinking nothing's gonna happen here. Yep. So, but we see that parallel, we see the sweet side, then we kind of see the sinister side with how he's manipulating Ava. What is this desktop picks and trash? The cat opened this up, I think. Okay. I'm curious about why those are in the trash. That seems to be something revealed by the cat. Alright, so I could search for the other side of that. I don't think it's going to give me anything. But I think... I mean, if I go to vampire... Hang on. History, go back really quick. Yeah. I thought maybe that might get the other side of his role play with her. Vampire, mind vampire. Vampire seems to have gotten me more Maxine. Yeah, more Maxine videos. I can come back to that because Karen popped up as a name, both as her original login, which I didn't tag this one, Karen's report. And so is Karen like his handler?
Well, Karen doesn't always know when a plane changes on the ground, let's be honest. Yeah, well, Karen doesn't always know when a plane changes on the ground, let's be honest. He was taking up a number 2 spot, Mike. Besides, now no one would believe I'm FBI. And what agent would beat up on a member of the group he's trying to infiltrate?
Yeah, so this is about the fallout from the agent.
Look, I got an official reprimand, true, but I'm still in. Because they feel horrible about looking the other way about Ava and Peter. I was the only one who had the balls to deal with their dirty little secret. Yeah, I hear you. But remember, the long game's getting into Greenstorm. Oh, come on, you've never been close to flipping anyone near Greenstorm. No, wrong. I let myself get angry. Okay? Besides, there's good news that Karen's report failed to mention. Ava's moving in with me. Well, yeah, because we get to split the housework. It's got to look like a real relationship, right? I got this all under control. I promise.
Right, let's bookmark it. So, yep, there's the other side of that conversation.
I've read Karen's report 3 times now. Unless I missed it, nowhere in the report is there an operational justification for the assault on the individual codenamed Sleepy. Okay, and your plan to ingratiate yourself into a group is to almost kill half of its leadership? I'm having a hard time believing you're FBI now. You need to provide documentation of their conspiracies to break the law. But the public needs to see evidence that these kids are the American jihadists. Yeah, I'm just worried you're a little too emotionally involved, David. I mean, these are not calculated blows. Tell me. You're enjoying this too much. Real relationships are messy. This operation has too many moving parts.
I'm beginning to wonder if Ava isn't to cover as well. But those dwarf names, I need to go back. Well, let's watch this last one about Karen. But those dwarf names were code names. I need to go back to the A² search to look at what those code names were again.
I'm Karen.
Okay, so there's Karen. Or maybe we got the code names here.
Eric, you want a coffee?
Yes, thank you. All right. I think we all know now what happened at Convergence, how that went down. I think going forward, what we need to do is decide as a group if we want to try and organize something else around David's bridge plan, or maybe...
We don't need to vote here, all right? We got wrapped up in that narrative on the boat, but we back now. We need to accept the fact that the pipeline is done, and we need to get in front of the next big picture.
No, that's bullshit, man. We need to act on this now, on the pipeline. Otherwise, I don't understand what we're doing.
Eric said that we need help to make this thing safe.
Yeah.
Brainstorm said no.
Yeah, we've already talked. I know.
And is it true you wanted to blow up a bridge?
Okay.
No,
Look, let's everybody just like take a deep breath, okay? We're all trying to accomplish the same thing here, and arguing is...
David!
Hi. Who's this?
I'm Karen. I'm a friend of David's. We used to date back in California, but that's ancient history now. You must be Ava.
You know who I am, but are you Alva's mom?
No, not the maternal type.
Who's Alva?
David.
Karen, this is not okay.
Sorry, honey. I was in town and I wanted to call in on you. I saw your van out, but I didn't realize you'd have company.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this
No,
outside.
I called first, but you know how I like surprises.
That was odd. Did he always know it was coming?
David's never mentioned Karen.
Well, you know what? Her timing was good, because I'm pretty sure David was about to tell us we're all terrible activists.
He hasn't been able to stop talking about the bridge since he came back from Convergence.
Yeah, things got pretty intense.
I'm so sorry, Karen. She's been stalking you on Facebook since I got here, and she's in town, I guess, for a conference or something. So, is it okay if we just table this for another time? We'll talk later. Is that okay? Just talk, okay?
Yes, of course. Leslie.
Sure. Sorry.
So tell me about Karen.
So, yeah, so I'm pretty sure Karen's like his handler. She's coming in because he had that one video call that was supposed to pull him out. Things were getting out of hand. The other thing is they want to get evidence that this group is terrorists, but David is the one that's pushing to actually blow up the bridge, which means if, from a legal perspective, if they go through with it, they only go through with it because an undercover agent pushed them to do it, which is the actual definition of entrapment. If someone commits a crime that they wouldn't have if an undercover agent hadn't pushed them to do it, then that's entrapment. You're basically making someone commit a crime and then you're arresting them for it, which I don't know. Obviously, I think that the game might be dealing with this issues, but this was in April 2018, so we can see Ava is pregnant. Yeah. So there's not going to be another side to that, because that's a hidden camera, not a video call. So I'm going to go to my history. I think, what was it, A squared? Well, let's just search for A squared. Where was it? It was this video, I think, had the dwarf code names.
My new best friend in A squared. Hey. Yeah?
So it wasn't this one. I don't think. It was one where he was in. It was this one.
Drink when they're back here in A squared. Snow White sang, Prince Charming met the dwarves, Doc, Sleepy, and Dopey, and we're all gonna get a drink when they're back here in A squared.
Alright, so what are those again?
Dwarves, Doc, Sleepy, and Dopey, and we're all gonna get a drink when they're back here in A squared.
Doc, Sleepy, and Dopey.
Oh yeah, they do not like prospering.
Alright, so... I've been putting off searching for Prosperin for a while. "13 records, obviously I can still only find the first 5. September 2017. This is hidden camera footage, so it isn't going to be a two-sided conversation, I don't think. Or maybe it is.
There'll be a prayer vigil for the pipeline protesters tonight. People of all faiths are welcome to come. Details on Facebook. David!
Oh, hey. Hey.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Yeah.
We didn't scare you off.
No, I'm easily scared.
It's normally a little busier, but, well, as you heard, some of our members are in Silver Ridge.
Yeah.
We shut down the access road for 40 minutes today.
I heard about that. I actually been meaning to get up there.
It's a good way to get a lay of the land.
John.
Go ahead. Help yourself. We'll start back up again at 5 on the Prosper push. We're calling shareholders to ask them to invest in the people of the River Valley.
Great. Done. Okay.
See ya.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. I've been at the Chinese food every single day this week, and no luck.
Oh, yeah, I thought you would have come by the store to check up on your order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. I had to order it from England just to get the perfect copy.
Oh, wow. Extra authentic particulars of coffee.
Yeah.
Did you know Pop, he recorded that in London?
Mm-hmm. And then your namesake mixed it here in LA, so that's been across the pond twice now?
You are an expert. You want some milk?
No thanks. Actually, I looked it up when I ordered it for you.
Oh, I see. Didn't want me to out trivia.
No. Well, why didn't you just order it off the internet?
It was more fashion. You gotta support your local record store. They turn into Starbucks.
Wait, who do you think supplies the coffee here? It's a convenient gesture.
Wait. If I were to, just dunk, that mean I sold out?
You like to dunk your cookies? Would you like to get a drink somewhere?
Like right now?
No, I mean sometime.
Like drink, or like I call prospering investors boring?
I mean, sure, we could call some investors, but I was thinking more of a drink. There's this old man bar, the tavern. They have this jukebox filled with Joni Mitchell albums.
Yeah, so.
Cool. Yeah, I'll call you. I have your number.
All right.
I gotta catch Sean. So.
Go to.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so there's not going to be another side to that one. We're getting somewhere. We're chipping away at this. Oh, don't forget to tag. Once again, this is just so I can kind of get all the videos in order. And I could add tags to them, but December, I don't think I've seen much from December and then January. Hang on.
You like shooting games, huh?
Well, I want to play that Pac-Man over there, but it's out of order.
Just follow my lead. Take that! You gotta lead your shots. Aim an inch ahead of your target. That's your sweet spot.
Yeah, when Ava pointed you guys out to me at Silver Ridge, she said that you guys are really serious, about tackling issues. Back in California, I knew this group that protested the Diablo Canyon Road, that power plant up there. And I knew them from in and out of Venice, but they impressed me. They really did. And I moved back up here just to reprioritize my life because I want to do something. Prosper.
They're criminals.
Yeah, exactly. I think Ava's great and all, but she's just like those kids back at the camp. They just want to get together, paint some signs, sing some songs, and then upload it to the internet.
She's young. Yeah, but she isn't stupid.
No, she's bright. I totally get that. But I've been with her to 4 meetings at that Jasmine Center, they're all blowing hot air. I'm not naive enough to think that we can fix this with Facebook.
I saw you at that rally in November. You like causing trouble.
There's trouble to be had. I'm not going to run away from it.
I used to hang around Venice. Where'd you say you were?
At a hospital off Pacific. That was before I got a job. Yeah.
Not Samsung.
No. This place makes Samsung look like a Four Seasons. This guy Harry ran it. His old pills out the back. He disappeared, and after a while the cops shut it down. So I moved in with these friends of mine who I met at the boardwalk. They had this movie thing going, so I got involved. It became kind of a big deal. It's fun. We made these stupid beach horror films.
No way. Horror movies are my thing. Could you give me a background one?
Nah, it's behind me now. Besides, nobody watches horror anymore. Real life's too crazy. Is that? Oh, that's. I just got the high score.
Cool. Where did you learn to shoot like that?
Boy Scouts.
Really?
No. No, the firearms guy on the sets, on the movie sets, he would take us out to the desert, let us shoot his guns.
Right now, why don't we go over there? Have some people.
Yeah, go. Good way.
Get in there.
The way.
So we see how he begins to infiltrate this group, and it's a little bit by throwing Ava under the bus, so that's interesting.
Shotgun.
Everybody in?
Yeah. Alright, if you head out this way, it's actually not far, just keep going straight. We'll take a right up here.
Nice van.
Yeah. You jealous, man?
It's an 85, drove it here all the way from LA.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1,800 miles. You were saying though, about the insurance?
Oh yeah, the way Prosperin does it, they have 2 major insurance providers because they can't work on any of their build sites if they don't have insurance. But you can look that all up on their private page, download the numbers on who to follow up with. It's gonna be another right here.
Yeah, it's about people. Find out who the top decision makers are in each office, get on their social. Keep on them until they have to act.
Yeah, but how far do we go?
know? Did you guys hear about the Diablo folk? What they did? They bought a subscription to a firearms magazine for one of the shareholders, but it was under his kid's name. Yeah, but I mean, it worked, because I think he resigned like a week later.
All right, let's keep it classy, guys. These people are looking for any excuse they can find to make us the bad guys. Let's not paint a target on our backs.
We hear you, David.
Yeah, and it's a right up here again.
There's some other ops coming up. We have a couple of acetylene torches that get hot enough to cut steel.
The valve sites are where the pipe is exposed. If you're fast on your feet, you can hit and run. It can set them back weeks.
Yeah, we used to use gasoline and motor oil on the valve sites, but I guess torches would be more effective. One more right here. Yeah, and then I think it's just up here on the right. You can just pull over wherever.
Anywhere here?
Yeah, anywhere you can find a spot.
Do they know we're coming?
Yeah.
All right, everybody out.
Nearly made it to 4 a.m. in the game. So Prosperin, that was a pretty useful search, and these are all hidden cameras, so not much on the other side. It looks like there's more videos I could find that mention Prosperin, but they're farther on, so I can only see the first 5. There's a cat right here investigating. So I've got an in-game cat and a real-life cat, both bothering me. I'm curious about something, because these are... who was the artist that did these? Was it Manet? My art history is rusty. Nope. If that's the clue they're trying to give me, and sorry I just banged my microphone, but if that's the clue they're trying to give me, I don't know the artist. Alright, alright, let's look up these code names.
What's up? Mima is very sick. They put a special bed in her room.
Yeah.
And look, I still have my glow worm. Me.
It's the best way to manage the pain.
She's my favorite present. I never put her down.
I understand. Hey there, sweetie.
What's up, Doc? Do you think Mima is going to die? Is this one of the good lies you tell that make people feel bad? The doctor told me a funny joke. What time do you go to the dentist? $2:30. I'll tell Mama to call you.
Yeesh, yeah, so, his mother-in-law, dementia or something similar, and then died.
It's 4 a.m, babe.
Sorry. I don't have much time.
I'm going to bed. Come wake me up when you're done. You're a fucking vampire.
Alright, so
What's up?
first off, let me make sure to bookmark that. So Doc, Sleepy, actually, let's go back to Doc. Joke? Nope, but we're finding some interesting things going on here. This is after he shaved his beard, but before he blows up the bridge. Dentist. I'm trying to find the other side of this conversation. Yep, here it is.
I don't.
Hey, babe. Are you being good? Yeah, I know, honey. Mama told me I'm sorry. Wait. Okay. That's... I'm so glad you like her, honey. Wait. Okay. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so maybe she'll be okay. I don't know, kid. No, you are getting too grown up for your own good. Okay? You did? I don't know. What time do you go to the dentist? That's funny. Wait, no,
So that's the other side of that conversation. So then, Sleepy. Hang on, have I seen this one? This isn't Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin. I'm getting tired.
I feel like I've already seen her side of the Rumpelstiltskin story, but this looks to be actually a different video than that one. So it also looks like there isn't a lot going on this on her end, so seems like I might want to find the other side of this.
It's Daddy.
Dada, I miss you. I'm very tired. Can I have a bedtime story? Can you tell me Rasputin again?
Rasputin.
Yes, that one.
Rasputin.
No, she went to her room.
Okay, so I think there was a long time.
Can we give her a name? Emma, like Mama.
Okay, so I think there's a long time here where she doesn't say anything. I'm watching for subtitles. But I'm gonna try to find the other side of this video. I'm not seeing any subtitles, but I think there'll be some of her conversation at the end. Yep. So I don't think I'm missing any actual dialogue here. Oh.
Daniel, like Mama's papa.
That's...
I'm getting tired.
So is this just a second retelling of the whole Rumpelstiltskin story? But if so, there's still stuff at the beginning and end to look for.
That was a good story, but I am very sleepy now. I love you too, Dada.
Alright. Bookmark it. This is in November. Do I know how to spell Rumpelstiltskin?
That was a good... Rumpelstiltskin.
Yep. Let me tag this one. I've seen it already. That's the first time he told her the story.
Oh.
Miss you too, babe. Sure. Yeah. Rasputin? Oh, you mean Rumpelstiltskin? Okay. Is Mama still there? Okay. I guess I'll speak to her later. Okay. So once upon a time there was a girl who had long, long blonde hair that people said looked like gold. Yeah, sure, why not? There was a girl called... Okay, so Emma, she has long blonde hair. And she really wants to marry the prince. But she's just a farmer's daughter, right? Well, one day the king comes riding through her village to water his horses. And she hears about it, and so she urges her father to go to the king and boast about his daughter and her long, beautiful hair. And while he's doing that, she quickly throws on some of her best jewelry, but when her father stands before the king, he gets really nervous and he misspeaks, and he tells the king that his daughter can spin straw into gold. And the king is intrigued. He asks the girl to confirm, is this true? Can you spin straw to gold? But she wants to win the king's favor, so Emma says, yes, I can spin gold from straw. But the king's no fool. So he decides to call her bluff, and he proposes a challenge. If you can turn straw into gold, you may marry my son, the prince, but if not, you will be exiled, which means kicked out. Well, Emma, she's unable to refuse such an offer, so she accepts. And the king takes her to his castle, and he locks her into one of his towers. And there in the tower room is a spinning wheel with a large pile of straw. And he says he'll return in the morning to see if she can actually spin this straw into gold. Well, Emma, she spends all night trying to think of some excuse or, clever way to get out of this situation. But as dawn approaches, nothing. She really starts to worry. And that is when a strange man appears. And he asks her if she has a wish. And she says, I wish to turn this straw into gold. And he says, I can do that, but you must give me your necklace. Well, the girl quickly takes off her necklace, and the imp sits at the spinning wheel, and he starts to spin, and he spins all of the straw into a large pile of golden thread. And then there's a knock at the door, and the imp disappears, and the king comes in, and he sees the small pile of gold, and he's amazed, but he's a little suspicious. So he moves the girl to a second tower, and this time there's a much larger pile of straw. Okay, and it's the same challenge. You spin that straw into gold, marry the prince. If not, you're kicked out of the kingdom. And yet again, just by morning, the girl, she waits, and again, there's nothing. She can't do it. But right then, that imp appears again, and this time he asks for her ring. And so she gives him her ring, he sits down, he spins that much larger pile of straw into gold, and boom, disappears right at dawn, right before the king walks in, and he sees this larger pile of gold, and he's almost convinced. But for a final time, the king moves that girl to a third tower where there is a huge pile of straw. And he locks the door again. And yet again, just before dawn, that imp appears. But this time, the girl, she doesn't have any jewelry to give him. What can she do? Well, the imp, he smiles, and he tells her that if she will give him her firstborn child, then he will spin the straw into gold. Well, Emma, she has no option but to say yes. So the imp, he sits at the spinning wheel, and he spins that huge pile of straw into golden thread. And he disappears right before dawn, and the king walks in, and he opens the door, and the king is amazed. He says, I thought you were lying, but you are for real. And the very next day, the girl is married to the prince. And on her wedding day, she smiles wider than she's ever smiled before. And her hair shines like gold itself. And a year later, Princess Emma gives birth to a beautiful baby girl. And later that week, she's putting that little baby into a cot when suddenly that little man appears again, that imp, and he says, I have come for what is mine.
the baby. And the princess, she begs and begs and please, no, don't take my baby. I'll give you anything. She offers him all the riches in the kingdom. She offers him everything, but he refuses. So she gets on her knees and she pleads, please, please, I'll give you anything. And she says, okay, if you can guess my name, I will not take your baby. But if you cannot, the baby is mine. I will give you 3 guesses. And then he disappears. And the princess, she's terrified. So she calls in all of her staff and all the spies and the soldiers or anyone who has a horse to go and scour the kingdom to figure out this little imp's name. And the next day, the first spy returns and he tells her, oh, okay, sure. Okay, Daniel. So the imp appears and he asks if she has a guess and she says, Daniel? But the imp laughs, wrong, 2 more guesses, and he disappears. And the very next day, another spy returns. But this time he says that he's heard villagers talking about a strange man who lives in the mountains. Now, No, honey, that would end the story too soon. A little too soon. Okay, all right. Well, okay, in that case, the spy returns and says Rumpelstiltskin is this strange man's name, and the princess waits in her room, and at midnight the imp arrives, and he says, now your second guess, and he cackles, he's gonna rub in his hands, and the princess smiles and looks him in the eye, and she says, Rumpelstiltskin. And the imp is amazed. I mean, he's so surprised that he faints, like, right in front of her, and Emma has him arrested and thrown in the deepest, darkest dungeon, and she lives happily ever after, and the end. Okay. Good night. I love you. Hey.
All right, we're gonna search for another codename Dopey.
This informant of yours? Mike, 3 things, okay? First, I want confirmation that anything they took from Peters, including all of the video, is destroyed. Not entered into evidence and not archived. I want it destroyed. Clear? Okay, second, this informant of yours, Dopey, he's trying my patience. Half his clothes look brand new, Mike. And the questions he asks, I mean, they're straight up pivoted to serve a judge. It's so obvious. You have to pull him. No, he is a liability. And listen to me. Where is this boat? Okay? Because I need to push them now, Mike. Now, while they're reeling over Peter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't lie to me, Mike. Come on. Yeah? And everything's legit? Because I'm not going to deal with any of this Donnie Brasco bullshit. Okay, good. Look, I'm sorry, Mike. We're getting to the hard part, man. And I'm getting nervous. I can't get tripped up here. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, I'm very curious about the other side of this one. So, Peter, maybe? We're looking for March 3, 2018. Peter isn't gonna get me there. Uh, 303, this is earlier in the day.
They're gonna make...
Hey. Okay, the other 2 should be around the back. Let's pick them up. They are freaking out.
You were there?
No. His sister called me. God damn it.
All right, where are the guys? Which way?
Right here. Hey.
Yo, what the fuck happened?
They raided Peter's apartment out of nowhere, and they found a lot of drugs. And we're all friends with Peter, right?
I'm no friend of his, all right? We carried his ass for too long, and that guy's a creep. And now he's a drug dealer too?
We need to distance ourselves from him. This could be a stick that the police could use to beat us all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What?
Well, come on. Peter's an asshole. He's not a drug dealer. You know that.
I mean, you think you know a person and...
Really? I don't know. 'Cause this to me smells like a total leverage play, right? The police, they set him up and then they get to interrogate him themselves and then flip him.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, no, David, I don't know. This seems like a lot of effort to pull off a stunt like this. So what? They're gonna make Peter an informant now? He wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't? Because let me tell you something, Prosper, they're feeling the burn, so they're gonna hit back however they can.
They pick the guy who they think is easiest to flip.
Yeah, that's exactly right. See, Chris is right. I'm telling Eric, you can't be this naive, right? To think that this drug thing is legit.
If it is the feds, what do?
We lay low. We protest peacefully, and we exercise our democratic rights to organize and to ask questions.
This isn't a game. It's not a drill. We need to fight back.
Okay, so what? So what, this is a war now?
Yeah. I'm with David. We need to escalate.
No. Eric's the one who's talking about war. Come on. All right, I'm just there to support. All right? All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, ready. Let's go. Hey, nice shirt.
Yep, so that's dopey Chris / Simon. And so he gets him kicked out because he isn't doing his job well. And it also gives himself credibility. Alright, I still don't have the other side of this one. Here we go. There it is, right there.
Want me the boat? I'm listening. Destroyed. Okay, I would like you to treat Chris like one of your team. It will be this week. Everything is proceeding exactly as promised. I'm not in the habit of lying. The accountants cleared the funds a week ago. Everything got wired. No one stresses the details more than me. The boat's completely cleaned. The paper trail has David Jones as the owner for the last 3 years. I had them name it the Little Mermaid. It's understood. The adrenaline's there to help you focus. Look, our ability to plan and execute is what we do best. It's what makes us superior.
You again.
He's probably talking to Ava.
Well, you're scared of the dark, right? See, I told you, I warned you about that double espresso. Understood. A nightmare swims above my head. A ghost sits upon my chest. I'm drowning deep in my bed. Whoa, that was strong stuff. You used to sing that in your band?
Yeah, definitely talking to Ava.
Oh, yeah? What was your name? Oh. Well, that's adorable. I was at 16. I was getting pulled over for a DUI, but then running away from the cop and totaling my parents' truck. It was pretty bad. My father, who was a cop in his own right, he did everything he could to try to get me out of jail, but he never spoke about it, actually. And then I left about a week after that. And everybody had all these expectations of me going into the force because everyone in my family's a cop. But it was actually the court-appointed therapist. She said that DUI was my way of ruling out a career in law enforcement. So, you don't think I look like a cop? Okay. So what is it you think I'd do? Maybe. Kinda. No. No. Come on.
I might have the other side of this conversation already.
What? You think I'm like a gigolo or something? No. No, I was a movie producer. I had a nice boat. I did. No. These were all like straight to DVD knockoffs. You know, we get people to invest in them so they can be the actresses, do a walk-on, write it off on their taxes at the end of the year. We sold, essentially, a dream. Well, yeah, because there's only so much time you can spend in that world before you go crazy. And a friend of mine died last year. It was an overdose. It was an accident. It was stupid. So, I just needed some perspective. And I don't want to become a cop. But my father... He stood for something. You know? Did
Sound scuzzy? No? I'd like to be a real person.
That has more meaning than you would know, because
What about you?
he's got
Your
someone.
family. Was your mom like a singer or something? No? Oh, okay. I was thinking, you, but older, kind of a grungy hippie look. I feel like I can trust you. Yeah.
All right. So these two are the same conversation. I want to look at bookmarks around September 14. Well, he had that conversation and then he... Hang on. 11:43. Yeah, so I think he has a conversation with...
Good night.
He has a...
This week I got here, because I'm still finding my feet. I mean, I'm glad that I did.
So, yeah, there's 3 conversations, all on 9:14, within a few minutes of each other. Is this with Ava as well? This has to be with his wife, right? Because the other one...
Rebooting, and I'm not in any hurry.
Huh. Seems like he had 2 conversations with Ava right away. And then with Maxine. Alright, well, I'm going to pause there for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying my content, you should also check out my Manor Lords and Frostpunk plays. I also have the start of Horizon Zero Dawn and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.